Hello everyone, my name is Olivia Wolf and I'm the Program Director at the Findlay YMCA. Today for our activity we are going to be reading the book called If You Give a Mouse a Cookie. And then after we are finished reading that book, I'm going to show you how to make no-bake cookies at home. So first we are going to read our book, If You Give a Mouse a Cookie. If you give a mouse a cookie, he's going to ask for a glass of milk. When you give him the milk, he'll probably ask you for a straw. And when he's finished, he'll ask for a napkin. Then he'll want to look in a mirror to make sure he doesn't have a milk mustache. When he looks into the mirror, he might notice his hair needs a trim, so he'll probably ask for a pair of nail scissors. When he's finished giving himself a trim, he'll want a broom to sweep up. He'll start sweeping. He might get carried away and sweep every room in the house. He may even end up washing the floors as well. When he's done, he'll probably want to take a nap. You'll have to fix up a little box for him with a blanket and a pillow. He'll crawl in, make himself comfortable, and fluff a pillow a few times. He'll probably ask you to read him a story. So you'll read to him from one of your books, and he'll ask to see the pictures. When he looks at the pictures, he'll get so excited he'll want to draw one of his own. He'll ask for paper and crayons. He'll draw a picture. When the picture is finished, he'll want to sign his name. With a pen. Then he'll want to hang his picture on your refrigerator, which means he'll need Scotch tape. He'll hang up his drawing and stand back to look at it. Looking at the refrigerator will remind him that he's thirsty. So he'll ask for a glass of milk. And chances are, if he asks for a glass of milk, he's going to want a cookie to go with it. And that is the end of our book. Now we will begin to make our cookie recipe together. So before we actually begin making our cookies, I am going to show you everything that you will need in order to make the no-bake cookies. So what I'll be using is vanilla, milk, sugar, oats, peanut butter, butter, and cocoa powder. So the first thing we need to do in order to get our cookie started is we need to add our butter, sugar, milk, and cocoa powder to a medium saucepan. So I'm going to start doing that now and saying out loud what the measurements will be for each ingredient. So I'm first turning my burner on to about medium heat. And then I'm adding a half cup of milk to start. And then next we have to use a half cup of butter. So that's about 1 stick of butter. Next we're going to add our cocoa powder, and that is going to be a 1/3 cup. And then we are going to add 3/4 cups of sugar. So once you have all of your butter, your cocoa powder, sugar, and milk mixed into your medium saucepan, you're just going to turn up that heat a little bit so that it will eventually come to a boil, and then keep stirring it. But while you are waiting for all of those ingredients to melt together, we are going to, you are going to get out a baking sheet. And then if you have parchment paper at home or wax paper, you're going to line your baking sheet with that. However, if you do not have this at home, you can also use cooking or like a non-stick spray, and that should work just as well too for the baking sheet. Once your mixture does come to a boil and it starts to boil, you are going to let it boil for 1 minute, and then you're going to turn it down low. And then from there, you will move on to the next step where you add in the peanut butter, the vanilla, and the oats. Okay, so now that our mixture is all melted, just like so in the pan, then the next thing we're going to do is add our peanut butter, oats, and vanilla. So I'm going to start with our oats, and that will be, you'll add 3 cups of oats to your pan. That is 1 cup. Oops. 2 cups. And then 3 cups right here. Next, you'll add your peanut butter, and I'm going to do 2/3 cups of those. If you don't have peanut butter at home or you're allergic to peanut butter, you could also use almond butter or sunflower seed butter, and that would do just the same thing. It'll has the same consistency, so that could work for these cookies as well. Now I'm adding my vanilla. And that is 1 teaspoon of vanilla. And now that all the ingredients are added, you're going to turn down your heat just a little bit, and then you will begin to stir it and mix it all together. Your heat actually eventually will go down to just a low temperature, and you'll let everything cool from there. It shouldn't take long to get the peanut butter all melted and the oats all mixed together. Now that your mixture is all mixed together and off the heat, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take a spoon, and we are going to scoop spoonfuls of our mixture and set it onto our wax paper on our baking sheet. And what we're doing here is we're forming the little balls of the batter to make our cookies. And you can make them pretty much however big you want. I'm just doing 1 spoonful for each cookie. But if you wanted to make each cookie like 2 spoonfuls, you can definitely do that as well. Once you have all of your spoonfuls of your dough onto your pan, it should look something like this. And then what you'll do with this is you can either leave them out to harden, But if you want the cookies to harden faster, then you can put them inside of your refrigerator for about 20 or 30 minutes, and then that'll allow them to dry and harden, and then they'll be ready to enjoy. So thank you so much for watching our videos, and stay tuned to our Facebook page for more.